welcome back to my channel. If you, oh wow, hold up, wait a minute, we got a fly away. Oh, hey. Why look at me like that, fam? Allow it. My sister sat here just proper judging me. Stop watching me, you're making me really nervous. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome, come join la familia. So today I'm going to be showing you how I got this vibrant color on my bundles, you know, and how I made, to be honest, this video is mainly for the color because I am not a professional hairdresser, so I'm not great at making wigs. I just kind of wing it, like literally you will see that I winged a lot of stuff. Even the color, I winged it, but it came out exactly, if not better than what I wanted. So yeah, so please, while you're here, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend that Cravy is on the scene, and I will see you in my next video. Well, enjoy this video first, and I'll see you in my next video.
So I roughly measured my head, and it was 22 inches, I'm guessing. So I'm using a wig stand that I got from Amazon. I'm using 3 bundles of body wave. They're all 22 inch and also 20 inch frontal. See, I got this wig cap. I prefer the dome ones. I don't know why I got this one, but you know, it is what it is. And then you're gonna need clips, you're gonna need needle and thread, a comb and some scissors, and a couple of T-pins. The more the merrier. So this is the frontal. Before I even did any plucking to it, I'm gonna put it on the wig stand. I'm gonna put it on the wig first before I do any plucking. It felt nice, but there was a lot of shedding to this hair, like a lot. So I wouldn't highly recommend the 613 bundles. So this is me before I even started. Like, started having issues already. You know, the bloody wig, like my actual wig stand thing, was like broke. So you'll see that I just had to keep it at one level and just look at the stress. Look at the stress. But I had to just keep it at this level and kind of make it work. Dave thought she had a great idea of how I could fix the situation by putting a box underneath, but nah. Anyway, here's me putting on the wig cap onto the wig. So before this, usually people measure and stuff, but I just like I said, I wigged it. Panzer. I just pinned it on and I kind of just guessed. And keep in mind, this is like my third time making a full frontal wig, so maybe I shouldn't have guessed, but it kind of worked out in the end. So here I'm putting the T-pins onto the wig just to keep it in place for when I sew it. I put pins in the middle and at both sides just to, like I said, keep it in place. Look at me, I'm already taking a break. All I've done is stick the pins in to the frontal. And oh yeah, I was watching a video on how to make a frontal wig. That's what I was doing, and I realized I messed up. So I had to go back and just move the wig, the frontal, like a little bit back. Here I'm just going to tie it up into a bun at the front so it's not in my way. And I just start to sew. I just sew to sew. Like, I don't really have a technique. I sew to make sure this shit doesn't slip off, you know what I mean? So I'm sewing the full frontal all along, as you can see. You can see what I'm doing. Obviously, I didn't do it at this pace. This wig took me hours to make. I can't remember how long exactly it took me, including bricks and all of that, but it took me longer than like a professional would do this. So now I'm going to put a T-pin onto my first bundle, and when I first start off at the back, I keep it like double folded. I don't know what that is. Double wefted. You know what? Yeah. I just keep it doubled up, like folded up. And then I start sewing the first set of bundle, you know, I do the ting, so, in, out, up, down, shake your ass, yay. Like I said, no technique whatsoever, it's just sewing to sew it on, isn't it? But I mean, I tried doing something different, and then I was like, you know what, Valerie, don't it yourself, just go back to what you were doing. So when I get to the end, I don't fold it over. I just cut it. Like I don't care. I'll just cut it because I don't know how to make it flat. So I cut it and I just carry on. T-pin it to one side, the other side just to keep me in line, and then I sew and sew and sew. So I know you're probably thinking that's a big gap still. I mean, Moses part of the Red Sea, but I didn't say part of your wig too. Do you know what I mean? It's because I have a fear of not having enough bundles, so I always leave like massive chunky gaps and I go back to it after. Anyway, this is me sewing again. Now I'm going back into those chunky gaps that I left behind, and I'm just gonna fill them up with the rest of the blunders that I have left. This is what I do, like at the end when I know that I know what are you trying to say? When I know that I've got enough hair. This, guys, is the finished look. Like, I loved how it was looking already. Like, me and my sister were laughing because we said it looked like Tori Kelly. Now this fuck off part, hates it with a passion, but it has to be done. Plucking, cannot stand it. It is time consuming, but if you want your wig, like your frontal to be looking, looking nice, look smoothie, like smooth criminal, you need to do this. It's time consuming, but it has to be done. Still here, still plucking. I wish the way I've like speeded this up, I wish this is how quick I could have done this process because it could have saved me a lot of hassle. But I think I messed up here a bit though when I was plucking. I think I overplucked a little bit too much in the middle, and you'll see when I finally dye the wig what I'm on about. But it's easily hideable, I guess. Guys, I'm getting tired just watching myself pluck. Anyway, Dave can't do cornrows, but I was trying to like teach us. I was like, I'll just do it, just try. This is the result of that, please. Nah, I give it to her. She tried. I think it's probably like her second or third time doing it, but I just wanted her to do it while I was like plucking my hair so that I wouldn't have to do it after. But oh my god, it gets worse at the back. At the front, it ain't too bad, right? Anyway, wow, here's another little speed bump in our journey. This wig head, I mean, is actually an upgrade from what I used to use. When I was sewing, I was like trying not to sew too much onto the scalp of the wig head, but it still got stuck. So I had to like cut off the thread that was attached to the wig, and I had to decide between the wig and the wig stand, and that shit happens. Anyway, here's me cutting off that excess from the wig cap that we don't need. But as you can see, when I cut it, I actually cut off like the straps to hook on the back, so I cut them off and then I'll sew them back on later on. Well, I've already done it here, but clearly I didn't record that part, did I? So I put the wig back onto the wig stand and I carry on to pluck, like just a little bit more. And I think maybe this is where I fucked up because look at the amount of times I went to that middle part. But I just pluck. Jesus Christ, control yourself. So after I finished destroying the fucking frontal, I then washed and I straightened the hair, and I decided just to try it blonde, just to see what. I've never been blonde before. I want to see what it looked like. And this is the part that I was so excited to do. I've watched numerous videos on YouTube about the watercolor method, and I was like, it's finally my turn. So I've got a bucket of water. I just use warm water from the tap, and I'm using the door colors in the shades 30, 38, and 39. And I'm also using Crazy Color and Vermillion Red. So before I even went too crazy, I thought, let me be smart and test it out, in a little pot. So I mixed up the colors. My measurements was me counting. I was there like 1, 2. Okay, I'll put you in for 2 seconds, 3 seconds. So I just kind of like just kind of dropped a couple of the colors inside. Then I got a piece of the hair, like the bundle that I had left over, and I just dipped that in there for a couple of seconds, pulled it out, and I was in love with the color. I was gassed. I was like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're working with. You're just on my level. I like you, mate. I like you. You're just my kind of guy. So this is the color that the test strand came out. And I was like, okay, I'm a professional now. I don't have to think about it. So I just threw in the color that was in that little pot, and I got down to business. I did what needed to be done, which was just squeezing colors and just kind of guess, hope for the best. Like, guys, I was at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, 4, 8, 3. I was just counting and I was just guessing, just dipping colors, dipping. Why am I saying dipping? I'm clearly squeezing the fucking bottle. I was just squeezing in the colors, mixing it up, and then when I got a little tingling sensation that it was time to dip the wig in, I did just that. I dipped the wig in. Again, with this whole, I'm just winging it thing, I've seen people wear gloves as they do this. I was like, I mean, my hands might get stained orange, but they're not going to stay orange forever. That's how much I didn't care. Even though I fully know that I've got gloves somewhere in the house, I was just too lazy to find them. Anyway, this is me just brushing my fingers through so that the color goes through. Oh, look at that color. Are you dumb? Are you fucking dumb? But I was just brushing my fingers through it so that to make sure like all the blonde was getting covered with the color. So even though it's a really nice shade of like gingery orange, I wanted a bit more of a volume, you know, a bit more spice in my life. So I went back in with that orange. I mean, the ginger in Adore and with the Vermillion Red and Crazy colors, and squeeze that shit in, you know, mix it up a little bit. At this point, I could have been controlled, so I went in with the Sunrise Orange, and I just squeezed that in, and I was like, you know what? God is watching me over me right now, so I'm gonna do it again, and I did. Almost the whole bottle was gone, so I used a lot more of the Sunrise Orange than any other color. So I dipped it in, rubbed my fingers through it again, and you know the whole thing about this stuff staining your fingers. Look at my hands. My hands weren't stained at all. So sometimes winging it in life is the only way. You know, it's the best way. Just wing it, wig it. I need to stop saying, look at the color. Look at that color. Look at that. This is what I wanted. You know, this is what I wanted. Like, oh, stop. I'm getting emotional because I remember when this happened. I was in a different place. Oh, there, look, who's back again? So I went back in with that Sunrise Orange again, and I put a bit more ginger. I don't know why, because I mean, I was liking the color already, but I just thought I'd do it anyway. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention, if you see me mixing the bowl and you see little floating bits of like particles, is that it? Yeah, if you see it, it's the Vermillion Red. It doesn't mix as easily as the Adore colors. Just keep that in mind if you do decide to use that brand. I mean, we're only like over 11 minutes into the video, and now is when I decide to move the camera. So I apologize for the camera angle, but guys, look how beautiful that is. And I love this method. This year is going to be the year of me just doing crazy colors. Not even crazy, just doing colors. Like, I went through a phase when I was younger of doing like crazy hair colors, but with braids. I was like into colored braids. Colored braids were my thing, you know, my thing. So this year it's colored wigs. Who's ready for February? Because I'm ready for February already. So I just squeezed out all the excess water, and I'm just brushing out the hair. And at this point, it was really hard to hold back the emotions because look at that color, guys. It is so beautiful. Again, this hair is shedding a lot considering I didn't even like put any harsh chemicals on it, and this water method color is like a safer way, I guess, of dyeing your hair. The hair did shed quite a lot, so I don't think I'll be getting 613 bundles from Recool Hair again. But my other hair, the other hair I've got is from Recool, and it's not as bad as the shedding of this one. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm really, really into drying this wig. Wow. I didn't film this part, but all I did was add a band on just so that the wig is a bit more secure onto my head. And I'm just TPing the wig onto the wig stand so I can straighten it. So even though this is body wave hair, the frontal was very, very, very straight because I let this hair air dry and the frontal just kind of dried straight. Whereas the back, like you'll see in a minute, it was a bit more wavy. I'm just using some Got2B heat protecting styling spray, and I'm just straightening it. Because I just wanted to wear it straight before I curled or anything. So yeah, guys, look at the color. Are you dumb? See, the hair has got bounce to it. It's got, look at that. The hair has got bounce to it. So yeah, this is just me straightening the hair. I mean, I don't know what I don't know what I can say. All I can say is what I'm doing is what you're seeing. I'm just straightening it, and it's looking nice. It's looking very, very, very nice, if you know what I mean. Tame the part in and just sleek everything down. I got the Got2B oil and the olive oil wrap mousse. And give me a second. Hold up.
Understand that, but when you understand that, I'm in a ordinary. From me notice you.